not every car on the lot is a smart buy some or rolling regret. Today, we're counting down the 31 worst cars of 2025, according to Consumer Reports. These aren't just unpopular, they're plagued with problems, from unreliable engines to tech that glitches more than it works. Whether it's sky-high maintenance costs or features that age faster than milk in the sun, these cars are the ones smart buyers leave behind. Let's dive into the worst rides of the year. Number 1, Cadillac Lyrique 2024, the electric SUV that screams futuristic luxury, but occasionally forgets how to function. With a sleek body and a 314-mile range, it looks like it came from 2030, yet owners are already dealing with 12 V battery failures, glitchy software, and surprise service lights, starting at $57,000. You'd expect perfection, not updates and diagnostics on your weekend. Maintenance might average $2,400 over 5 years, but that's assuming your charging cable isn't your second best friend after your mechanic. Inside, it's a tech lover's dream when it works. Cadillac tried to flex in the EV game, but the Lyrique sometimes feels more beta than breakthrough. Flashy? Absolutely. Flawless? Not quite. It's the kind of luxury that loves attention, especially from roadside assistance. Number 2, Hyundai Kona Electric 2022, the cheerful EV that's all smiles until the heater quits midwinter and the battery gives up at 70%. With a 258-mile range and a $35K price tag, it promises eco-friendliness but forgets reliability. Consumer Reports gave it a generous 1 out of 5 for dependability. Owners have reported electrical glitches, powertrain quirks, and charging issues that make plug and play feel more like plug and pray. Maintenance averages $191 per visit, but if your car decides to ghost you, expect that number to climb fast. Sure, it's green and peppy, but when your ride plays dead in the driveway, the charm fades quick. The Kona Electric, good for the planet, questionable for your sanity. Number 3, Mazda CX-90 PHEV 2024. Mazda's luxury meets efficiency hybrid that sounds great until it starts acting weird. With 323 horsepower and a plug-in promise, it enters the SUV game swinging. But owners are already reporting transmission shudders, software bugs, and mysterious shutdowns like it's auditioning for a sci-fi drama. At over $50K, you'd expect more polish, not panic. Maintenance averages around $814 yearly, but that's before you factor in the what now moments. The cabin looks upscale, but tech quirks and cramped cargo space keep things humble. Mazda tried to leap into the premium hybrid market, but the CX-90 sometimes trips on its own ambition. It's stylish, sure, but style doesn't tow you when your PHEV glitches out on the freeway. Number 4, Volkswagen Taos 2024, the compact SUV that tries hard to sound like German precision, but sometimes feels more like a German headache. Starting around $25K with a 1.5-liter turbo engine, it offers space and decent fuel economy, but the fun stops when the 7-speed DSG transmission starts jerking like it's got stage fright. Infotainment glitches and cheap-feeling interior parts don't help its case either. Maintenance can pile up to $8,100 over a decade, not the bargain you'd expect. Sure, it rides comfortably, but reliability concerns make you wonder if you're buying a car or a science experiment. The Taos is a decent idea with some rough edges, stylish on the outside, but a little shaky where it counts. Perfect if you like surprises, just not the fun kind. Number 5, Volvo XC60 plug-in hybrid 2024. The green luxury SUV that tries to save the planet but might crash your vibe instead. It packs a punch with 455 horsepower, but owners report electrical gremlins like flickering lights and full system shutdowns that leave you stranded. Oh, and brake failures while cruising? Yeah, that's a thing. Maintenance costs pile up faster than you can say luxury, hovering around $4,500 over 5 years. The cabin's plush and the ride feels smooth until the glitches remind you this Swedish beauty isn't flawless. It's a high-end gamble, impressive on paper, but risky enough to make you wonder if you're investing in a car or a tech headache. Drive green, sure, but maybe keep the tow truck number handy. Number 6, Jeep Grand Cherokee L 2024. The three-row SUV that's supposed to be the king of the off-road jungle, but sometimes feels like a royal pain. With a starting roar of up to 710 horsepower, it's got muscle. But owners complain about electrical glitches, transmission hiccups, and a suspension that sometimes throws tantrums on rough roads. Maintenance costs? Prepare to cough up over $1,200 a year just to keep this beast running. The interior aims for luxury, but quality control issues and confusing tech remind you it's still figuring itself out. It's the classic Jeep gamble, tough and bold, but not without its quirks. If you like adventure with a side of headaches, the Grand Cherokee L is your ride. Otherwise, maybe stick to the trail mix. Number 7, Jeep Grand Cherokee 2024, the SUV. That's supposed to be the king of off-road, but often acts like it forgot the crown at home. With engines packing up to 710 horsepower, it's all muscle until the transmission decides to throw a fit or the electronics start glitching like it's haunted. Maintenance costs can easily hit $1,200 a year thanks to its diva-like demands. Inside, it aims for luxury, but inconsistent build quality and confusing tech features remind you it's still a work in progress. The Grand Cherokee flexes toughness, but comes with enough quirks to keep you guessing. If you enjoy a wild ride with unexpected drama, it's your perfect match. Otherwise, maybe just admire it from afar. Number 8, Porsche Taycan 2024, the electric sports car that's supposed to shock you with speed, but might just shock your wallet instead. Packing up to 750 horsepower and lightning-fast acceleration, it's a thrill on wheels if you can handle the quirks. Owners report software glitches, overheating issues, and a battery range that sometimes leaves you hanging mid-commute. Maintenance isn't cheap either, easily running over $1,500 a year thanks to those fancy high-tech parts. Inside it screams luxury, but that tech complexity means a steep learning curve and occasional headaches. The Taycan is a high-voltage gamble, pure adrenaline wrapped in a sleek package, but not without its sparks. Ready for the ride? Just don't forget your charger and patience. Number 9, Genesis G70 2025, the luxury sedan that tries to play with German big shots, but sometimes feels like the kid crashing the party. It offers sharp handling and a turbocharged engine, but reliability issues and tech glitches make you wonder if you signed up for a thrill or a headache. Maintenance costs hover around $1,200 a year, not exactly a bargain for a luxury ride. The interior aims for sophistication, but some cheap materials sneak in, reminding you it's still proving itself. The G70 is bold and stylish, but struggles with consistency, making it a gamble for those chasing prestige without the German price tag. If you want flair with a side of frustration, this might be your jam. Otherwise, better luck next time. Number 10, Volkswagen Jetta 2024, the compact sedan that promises German engineering, but sometimes delivers more oops than aha. It's got a decent turbocharged engine and a comfy ride, but reliability issues and a glitchy infotainment system keep owners on their toes. Maintenance costs sneak up around $900 a year, which might make you question if it's worth the prestige. The interior tries to look upscale, but often feels like it's caught between budget and luxury. The Jetta tries hard to impress, but ends up as the overachiever, who's just a bit too much drama for daily driving. If you enjoy a wild ride with tech headaches, it's your buddy. If not, maybe stick to the basics and avoid the German gamble. If new means better, this next car missed the memo. Smash that like button, then buckle up. We're diving back in. Number 11. Polestar 2 2024, the electric Swedish sedan that's supposed to be the Tesla Challenger, but often feels like the underdog with tech drama. It boasts up to 408 horsepower and sleek Scandinavian style, but owners report constant software bugs, annoying screen freezes, and range anxiety that won't quit. Maintenance costs hover around $1,000 a year, not exactly wallet-friendly for a green ride. Inside, it's minimalist luxury, until the glitches remind you that innovation sometimes means frustration. Polestar 2 aims for cool and cutting edge, but stumbles into reliability issues that make you question if it's worth the hype. If you're into style with a side of patience testing tech, this could be your jam. Otherwise, maybe wait for version 2.1. Number 12, Mitsubishi Mirage 2024, the car that's like the budget-friendly magician. Small, cheap, and somehow still disappointing. It's supposed to be your economical sidekick with a tiny 78 horsepower engine, but don't expect fireworks. Owners complain about sluggish acceleration, sketchy build quality, and a cabin that feels more plastic than practical. Maintenance is cheap, sure, but frequent repairs and reliability issues quickly drain your savings. It's no surprise the Mirage struggles to find love on American roads, selling in the low thousands while rivals leave it in the dust. If you want a car that screams, "I'm saving money," but whispers, "I'm settling," the Mirage is your ride. Otherwise, just don't blink or you might miss it. Number 13, Nissan Sentra 2024. The compact sedan that tries to blend in but often feels like the forgettable middle child of the lineup. It offers a modest 149 horsepower and decent fuel economy, but don't expect to be blown away. Owners report annoying tech glitches and a noisy cabin that kills the vibe faster than your morning coffee. Reliability is hit or miss, with maintenance costs creeping close to $900 a year. The interior tries for comfort, but ends up feeling cheap and uninspired. The Sentra is safe and sensible, sure, but it's about as exciting as watching paint dry on a rainy day. If you want reliability without thrills, it'll do the job, but don't expect it to turn any heads. Number 14, Kia Sorento Hybrid 2024. The midsize SUV that tries to be green and mean, but sometimes ends up just green. With a combined 227 horsepower, it's not exactly a speed demon, and some owners complain about the complicated infotainment system that feels more frustrating than futuristic. Reliability, mixed reviews, and repair costs hovering around $1,100 a year don't help its cause. The interior tries to be roomy and stylish, but falls into the plasticky trap too often. The Sorento Hybrid wants to be the family hero, saving gas, but struggles with tech hiccups and middling performance. If you're into eco-friendly promises with a side of mild annoyance, it's your ride. Otherwise, keep scrolling, there's better green out there. Number 15, Infiniti QX50 2024. The luxury compact SUV that thinks it's suave, but sometimes feels like it's trying too hard. Powered by a 268 horsepower turbo engine, it offers decent pep, but reliability issues and a finicky infotainment system quickly rain on the parade. Maintenance costs hover around $1,200 a year, making you wonder if luxury means draining your wallet faster. The interior tries to ooze elegance, but occasionally stumbles with cheap-feeling materials that clash with the upscale vibe. The QX50 aims for luxury and tech, but trips over its own flaws, leaving drivers caught between wanting style and fearing repairs. If you like a little drama with your premium badge, this one's for you. Otherwise, keep scrolling for a smoother ride. Number 16, BMW iX 2024. The electric SUV that tries to shout luxury, but sometimes sounds like a confused robot. With up to 516 horsepower, it's fast, sure, but owners complain about glitchy software and an infotainment system that feels more complicated than useful. Reliability issues and pricey repairs, often hitting $1,500 a year, make you wonder if going electric means going broke. The interior is sleek, but sometimes cold, more tech showroom than cozy cabin. The iX wants to be the future of luxury, but its quirks keep it from feeling fully there. If you like your tech confusing and your repair bill shocking, the iX is your jam. Otherwise, maybe stick to the classics. Number 17, Kia EV6 2024. The slick electric crossover that promises to zap your gas bill, but sometimes fries your patience. With up to 320 horsepower, it's got pep, yet owners report occasional software glitches and a charging network that's about as reliable as a weather forecast. Maintenance costs hover around $800 a year. Not terrible, but those tech hiccups can add up. The interior looks futuristic, but can feel a bit too sterile, like sitting inside a spaceship that forgot to install the comfy seats. The EV6 tries to be the cool new kid on the block, but sometimes trips over its own ambition. If you want electric with a side of quirks, this might be your ride. Otherwise, maybe wait for version 2.0. Number 18, Audi Q8 e-tron 2024. The electric luxury SUV that tries to flex with style, but sometimes forgets the basics. With up to 355 horsepower, it has the muscle, but frequent software glitches and a confusing infotainment system make you question if it's more smart or just complicated. Reliability issues and maintenance costs around $1,200 a year aren't exactly what you'd expect from a prestige badge. The cabin aims for high-end comfort, but occasionally feels like a tech showroom that forgot the user manual. The Q8 e-tron wants to be the future of luxury EVs, but stumbles with its quirks. If you enjoy a mix of elegance and headaches, it's a fit. Otherwise, maybe stick to something less dramatic. Number 19, Lincoln Corsair 2024, the luxury compact SUV that tries to whisper sophistication but ends up sounding like a confused debutante. With a modest 250 horsepower, it's no speed demon, and owners report pesky electrical gremlins and touchscreen glitches that make you wonder if you bought a car or a gadget with wheels. Reliability? Let's just say it's a mixed bag, with repairs creeping up to $1,000 annually. The interior tries hard with fancy materials, but feels a bit like style over substance, leaving you questioning if luxury means comfort or just flashy lights. The Corsair aims for elegance, but often trips on tech troubles. If you love drama with your drive, it's your pick. Otherwise, maybe look somewhere less complicated. Number 20, Mazda CX-90 2024, the midsize SUV that tries to blend luxury and performance, but sometimes feels like it's still figuring out which lane it wants to be in. Packing up to 340 horsepower, it's no slouch, but the tech interface can be as confusing as a Mazda dealership's pricing strategy. Reliability? Mixed reviews, with some owners facing early electrical quirks and pricey repairs nearing $1,200 a year. The interior oozes class, but cramped third-row seats remind you it's not quite a full family hauler. The CX-90 tries hard to impress, but occasionally stumbles on execution. If you want style with a side of what was that, it fits. Otherwise, better options exist for less hassle and more space. Number 21, Volkswagen ID4 2025. The electric SUV that promises a green future, but sometimes delivers a confusing ride. With about 201 horsepower, it's not exactly a rocket, and the range anxiety is real, despite its decent 250 miles per charge. The tech feels futuristic, but often glitches like your old smartphone, leaving owners frustrated with constant software updates. Reliability? Mixed bag, with reports of premature battery issues and repairs that don't come cheap. The interior aims for sleek minimalism, but can feel a bit too sparse, like a Tesla wannabe that forgot comfort. If you love the idea of electric, but enjoy a little chaos with your commute, Idaho 4's your jam. Otherwise, better EVs are charging ahead without the drama. Number 22, Ford Escape Hybrid 2024, the SUV that tries to be green, but sometimes just feels like a middle-of-the-road hybrid mashup. With 200 horsepower, it's neither here nor there on the power front, and the fuel economy promises are decent, but nothing groundbreaking. Reliability? Ford's hit-or-miss reputation doesn't help, with some owners complaining about premature battery wear and pricey repairs. Inside, it's modern but feels a little uninspired, like they recycled last year's parts and called it a day. If you're into a hybrid SUV that plays it safe but doesn't exactly excite the Escape, hybrid fits the bill. Otherwise, there are better, less problematic rides that get you further on, less fuel and less frustration. Number 23, Mercedes-Benz Class 2024, the luxury sedan that tries to scream, "I made it," but sometimes just whispers, "I'm pricey and complicated." With around 255 horsepower, it's got the grunt, but also a reputation for expensive repairs and finicky electronics that love to drain your wallet faster than your gas tank. The interior is sleek and tech-packed, but some say it's a bit too flashy for comfort, like wearing a tuxedo to a backyard BBQ. Reliability issues and costly maintenance keep buyers cautious, despite the prestige badge. If you want the status and style but hate surprise bills, this class might test your patience and your bank account. Luxury isn't cheap, but this one makes you pay for every penny, whether you like it or not. Number 24, Mercedes-Benz CLA 2024, tries to be the sleek, stylish, entry-level luxury sedan that turns heads until the repair bills start rolling in. Packing around 300 horsepower, it's quick enough to impress, but its reliability record not so much. Known for pricey maintenance and temperamental tech, the CLA can drain your wallet faster than you can say luxury. Inside, it's all sharp lines and flashy screens, perfect if you want to look rich, but don't mind the occasional glitch. It's like dating someone gorgeous who's a bit high maintenance fun at first, but stressful later. If you want style and status without a second mortgage, maybe keep looking, because this CLA proves luxury often comes with a side of headaches. Number 25. The 2023 Chevrolet Bolt tries hard to be the affordable EV hero, packing about 200 horsepower and a respectable electric range. But behind that cute, compact exterior hides a history of battery fires that still makes buyers sweat. Sure, it's zippy and cheap to run, but those recalls and patch-up fixes keep it from cruising into your heart trouble-free. Inside, the Bolt feels basic but functional, no frills. Just the essentials. It's the EV equivalent of that budget-friendly gadget that works mostly. You know, if you want an electric ride that doesn't come with a side of anxiety, you might want to look elsewhere. Because with the Bolt, what you save on gas, you might spend on unexpected repairs. Safe? Not exactly. Practical? Sort of. A gamble? Definitely. Number 26. The 2022 Nissan Sentra tries to charm with a slick redesign and a comfy interior, powered by a modest 149 horsepower engine. It's the sensible choice for anyone who's never met a speed limit they wanted to break. Fuel efficient and affordable, sure, but don't expect thrills or fireworks. The tech is basic but user-friendly, which means it won't confuse your grandma but might bore your inner gearhead. Reliability is decent, but the Sentra is more about quiet, daily errands than turning heads. If you want a set-it-and-forget-it kind of car, this fits the bill. Just don't show up to the weekend car meet with one expecting applause. It's the practical wallflower of sedan steady, predictable, and oh so safe. Number 27. The 2022 Lincoln Avenue i8er rolls in with swagger, packing a 400 horsepower twin-turbo V6 that screams, luxury with muscle! It's roomy enough for the whole crew, plus your ego. Inside, the tech glows with a massive touchscreen and fancy features that make you feel like you're driving a spaceship, not an SUV. But don't let the plush leather fool you. This thing drinks gas like it's going out of style. Reliability? Decent, but those fancy gadgets can get pricey to fix. It's perfect if you want to flex your status while cruising suburban streets, but it's not the thriftiest buddy on the block. The Aviator is a first-class ride for first world problems, because why settle for basic when you can have bling? Number 28, the 2022 Ford Explorer tries hard to be your family's all-around hero with a 300 horsepower turbocharged V6 and room for 7 to pile in. It's got tech, safety gizmos, and a comfy ride, basically. All the boxes checked for suburban survival. But let's be real, its fuel economy is about as impressive as your uncle's dad jokes, and some models have been known to guzzle gas like it's a frat party. Reliability is okay, but expect the occasional hiccup with electronics. It's the SUV equivalent of that friend who's always late but brings snacks good intentions, just a bit flawed. Perfect for hauling the crew without breaking the bank, if you don't mind a few quirks on the side. Welcome to the midsize family SUV game, Ford style. Number 29, the 2024 Chevrolet Malibu tries to blend sleek sedan vibes with everyday practicality, packing a modest 160 horsepower engine that's more about cruising than blasting off. It's roomy enough for your grocery runs and awkward carpool chats, but lacks the excitement to keep enthusiasts awake. Fuel economy is decent, but the ride can feel as bland as a soggy sandwich. Tech features? Sure, but nothing that'll blow your mind. Think of it as the basic Wi-Fi of sedans. Reliability is generally solid, though it won't wow you. Perfect for those who want a no-drama daily driver that won't empty the wallet, but also won't get anyone talking. The Malibu, dependable, unflashy, and firmly parked in the just enough zone. Not a thrill ride, but hey, it gets you there. Number 30. The 2024 Toyota Corolla Hatchback Street ruts in with a peppy 2-liter engine that won't break any speed records, but gets the job done. Think reliable commuter, not race car. It's got enough tech to keep you connected, including an intuitive infotainment system that won't make you want to throw your phone out the window. Interior space is surprisingly roomy for a hatchback, making it great for city dwellers who need cargo but hate bulky rides. Fuel economy is where it really shines, saving your wallet and the planet a little at a time. It's the perfect blend of practical and peppy, with just enough style to make you look like you care without the drama. The Corolla hatchback. Boringly dependable, but hey, at least it won't leave you stranded. Number 31. The 2024 Land Rover Discovery rolls in with all the off-road swagger you expect, plus a dash of luxury that screams, "I conquer both dirt and dinner parties." Under the hood, a turbocharged inline-6 offers enough power to tackle mud pits or just cruise the suburbs in style. Inside, it's a tech lover's playground big screens, fancy materials, and enough creature comforts to make you forget you're basically driving a glorified tank. Sure, the fuel economy isn't winning any awards, but when you're rolling in a Discovery, who's counting? Just be ready for maintenance bills that remind you this British beast isn't exactly cheap. The 2024 Discovery, for those who want to flex off-road cred and wallet pain in equal measure. Not every car can go the distance, and these 31 prove that the hard way. But when a vehicle does get it right, it becomes more than transportation. It becomes a legend. Which car surprised you the most? Got one that deserves more love? Drop a comment below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more car content that separates legends from lemons.